by the time.
Shout out, he's not Indian.
He's not. So PBD.
Yeah.
Man, spell check got me. Patrick Beck David podcast. They did a video covering Charlamagne's interview at the Breakfast Club with Piers Morgan, just like we had one. Haters, they jacking the swag, but it's all good. Shout out to y'all. No, just playing. Volume is out of here.
Yeah.
But
they probably don't even know we a thing.
it's pretty much, they definitely don't know we exist. It's the other side though. So it's like, nigga, they were on Charlamagne's head.
That one guy in particular, because Patrick, he was pretty fair throughout.
He was.
Except for when he just randomly decided to say that Charlamagne used to sell drugs and crack. He just dropped it randomly.
And then he said,
and he cleaned it up. He was like, "We've all done shit, you sold drugs and crack, and
Okay, this
I've got some
dude,
shady business.
I don't know who this dude was. And so this is the thing. Like somebody in the comments did bring up a good point. They were like, bro, they're just like, this is a conservative podcast. Like there's like one of those lockers behind them that says "God bless America."
Nigga, I thought those were safes or something. Like,
maybe they are safe. I'm
They
not
look
100%.
like they could be safes almost.
I thought
Valuetainment,
Safety deposit drop box.
I was just about to say a safety deposit, but I was like, why the fuck is that their background?
Or is that the
they niggas,
post office?
Niggas getting money.
Oh, they getting money.
I think it's
Some
part of their
capitalists.
brand somehow, because that shit right there says votes.
It could be a
Vote.
I don't know. It's something
because
that might
I've
be-
never watched the whole.
I've never watched it visually. I've only heard his shit.
Gotcha.
I
Yeah,
listen to him on Spotify.
Okay, yeah, I never watched it or heard it at all. I've seen it. I've seen clips,
Yeah.
but
You're
this
familiar.
is the most I've ever watched, which was 12 minutes. But this dude, I don't know what his name is. Goddamn, he was going in on Charlamagne, and then
He does not like Leonard at all.
Did it start right at the jump?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
it was cracking immediately.
Word.
Yeah, go ahead and play.
Oh shit, fuck it.
So I ain't calling this nigga God.
You guys all know him as Charlamagne, and I refuse to call him or any other man God for that reason. His name is Leonard. He was recently on Piers Morgan and they were the Breakfast Club, and they were talking about Trump and his. You could already tell his attitude, because say what you want, Leonard Charlamagne, you guys could call him that. He has Trump derangement syndrome, 100%.
Derangement
Piers is
syndrome.
talking about Trump, and then I sent you the link, Rob, on Slack. This is what Charlamagne the God says about our amazing United States of America.
Back he's making. Nobody thought he could do this.
Talk about Trump.
After the stolen election bullshit, after the January 6th riots, all that stuff, after the 91 criminal charges, did anyone really think we'd be in a position where Trump had a landslide
Skip forward
win
a little bit, because
in
we don't
Iowa?
need to watch the Breakfast
And
Club.
he's now
We already know what he said.
Yeah, we know what he said. Yeah, get back to that. Yeah, that's when it got cracking.
Yeah, where his vein popped out.
We all know, not I think, not my opinion, we all know, you, me, everybody here, that this country is systemically and what else is structurally racist. Now, here's my question. What can't you do, okay, that a white person can't do? Doctor, astronaut, president of the United States, 2 terms. And I hate this attitude, and this is going back to what you always say. What he's doing is not only divisive, but he's instilling victimhood mentality into the young black youth, just youth, minority in general, saying, you know what? You can't do something because something is holding you back, which I think is bullshit. And by the way, he's a walking, talking contradiction. He wrote a book. His book, guess what the book is actually called? Black Privilege, Opportunity to Come to Those Who Create It. Look. So wait, if there's black privilege and opportunity comes to those who create it, and yet everything's structurally racist, and how did you make it? Did you slip through the cracks? I don't get it. These people are they're killing and they're making money because it's a victimhood mentality, and that's how they make their money. But then, Rob, I think he should write a different book, and I actually wrote it, Pat. I think he should write it. It should be called A Word from the God, How to Become Filthy Rich in the Most Racist Place in history. That's what I think that he should have his book. But it's like, what do you think? I think it's ridiculous that this attitude of we're racist, and guys, at the end of the day, there's racist people in this country, just like there's pedophiles over here, and there's bad people over here, and there's crooks over here. It's not what they say it is and how bad it is. And I think it's ridiculous, and it's not helping the youth if you're setting...
Go to the very end of the video, like the last 5 seconds. This is important.
That was a direct shot.
That is
important.
Wait, how far in?
Like the last
10, 15 seconds.
of the video, yeah.
All right.
Actually, no, the beginning of his convo. It's him.
The beginning of here?
Actually, just started right there. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Right where I'm at?
Yep.
All right.
Thomas Souls of the world because it's a different perspective. You know, identity politics is real. They expect all people to vote a certain way. Charlamagne the God, is there anything more antithetical to the American dream as you, as a black man who made it, multimillionaire? You should be praising America and say, only in America, like James Brown used to say. Instead, you want to perpetuate the victim culture and say how I made it in the most racist country in the world. In my opinion, go fuck yourself, Charlamagne the God.
Holy moly. Okay, sounds good. So if you like this...
Sounds good.
Sounds good. That's the clip.
But like the fuck you was personal.
Yeah,
like this
it
is beyond.
It seems racist. Like how, like the way he said, how I made it.
Yeah, I ain't like that.
It's a little racist. Like, what the fuck?
But I'm not gonna lie, bro. That last dude, that was the one. Like he was
Who
really
is that
going
guy?
for it. I've seen him in like Red Pill Square. He got grifter vibes. All right, we ain't gonna act like I don't know when he had this energy for like
Grifter Groper? You said
Grifter vibes.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what is that?
what's grifter?
A grifter is a
Grifter
person.
somebody who just like goes to the latest trend to give
Yeah,
you
whatever's
Oh.
popular is what they
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
preach.
Gypsy.
Pearly things.
Sneeko, pearly
Yeah.
things.
Sneeko,
All
okay.
the, but he
Yeah.
was like
Grifter.
knee deep in that world. Obviously,
never
a lot of
heard of
aspects of that is still
Politically, yeah.
conservative or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, I don't know, for him talking that crazy. I'm like, nigga, I don't remember your content being lit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Now, do y'all think this nigga had any valid points? The first nigga?
No, it sounded too emotional.
it did.
And it's crazy, like, coming from niggas that, like, look so smart. You know what I mean? Like, they just came off of, like, overly emotional.
But do y'all think America is racist? It's like,
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
But even that statement is weird because, like, what does that mean for America to be racist? Like, are the people racist, or is the system doesn't allow black people to be successful?
But they did ask a question. They did ask,
Those are two different
there's
things.
14 million black people, or long story short, it's 13%. And then there's like 60% white people, right?
Yeah, there's like 250 million of them.
Yeah. So they were asking, who do you think has more of a higher percentage of racist people? Like
Percentage
per
amongst-
percentage
yeah.
amongst the black or
group?
white people? And they were like, I think black people are more racist. The conversation,
black people more racist
bro,
than
the
white
conversation
people.
was crazy. I was
Yeah.
like, first of all, when they took it that direction, it's like, nigga, how did
No.
we get here?
Numbers-
I was like, how did we get here,
Nah,
bro?
black
Like,
people are just more aware of racism.
But even if that was the case, there's still more racist white people than there are black people in
Absolutely.
America.
Right,
Like,
yeah,
even
yeah.
if we all chose to be racist, it's
Right.
still more racist
it's still
white
more,
people.
for sure.
Correct.
Like, we
But
could
they
never
were
beat
talking
them.
about percentage
I know,
wise,
yeah,
though. Yeah,
but-
but
Yeah.
that
even
is
then,
funny.
I'm like,
Black people are the minority that always makes it the majority of some shit.
Yeah.
Might be the
Right, yeah.
majority of niggas in jail. Apparently, we're all the racists.
all hurting each other and
All the crime.
taking each other out.
yeah, but it was like in that like little rant. Oh, and then they were bigging up Morgan Freeman. It was such a strange way to be really introduced.
He
to
was
me.
like, yeah,
it was a strange
yeah.
way
And
for
I
me.
forgot about that.
Yeah, like this is because I don't know nothing about Patrick Bet-David, so it was like. It was, and mind you, I didn't hear a lot from him either. It was his two co-hosts really jumping on
And
the
it's not
train.
even
Constituents.
typical for him to be talking about black issues. Like, this was kind of surprising for me to see.
Yeah.
That's
This
why
is
I really wanted to see, like, where's he fall on this shit?
Yeah, it was really
Good stuff.
This is a very weird introduction video, and then I was just like, I can't even tell how racist this video is. And then they're like, then they were bigging up Morgan Freeman because Morgan Freeman, when he talks about race, he's like, stop talking about it.
Yeah.
I don't want a Black History Month, you know, like which he has valid points on his own beliefs and things of
But
that nature. You know what I'm
usually
saying?
when some white dude uses Morgan Freeman as a point to help themselves, it's in the point of like, well, look what he said.
Something
It's
about
like,
this don't feel right.
y'all shouldn't even have a month.
Yeah, nah.
Bro, you know what I immediately thought? I always knew this, but this moment reminded me. I've kicked Charlamagne's back in countless times in this podcast, right? Pretty regular.
It's pretty fair to say.
It's pretty fair,
You
right?
like to put your foot in his back.
It's fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bruh, after watching this, I was like, bro, I'm never kicking a black person. Like, I can't go that hard with a group of white folks. Like, if I'm
You
on a
have
podcast,
gone that hard on a nigga.
I'm going that hard on the nigga, but I'm about to be, I'm keying with niggas. I'm not about to be like, I'm not
Okay.
doing that. Like, if I was invited there, they would shit. I'm like, nigga, I ain't doing it. You kicked it. I'm not kicking no niggas back in with a bunch of white people. That's crazy.
Oh, okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Like, that's crazy.
So you
Wait.
could do it with us.
Yeah, you could do it with us.
Because we melanated niggas.
Okay. You're part of the problem,
Yeah, I'm
nigga.
about to say, he's the 40 million
Like
racist.
Charleston White,
He's
nigga.
all 40 million racist.
You're a motherfucking...
Now, they did have some good questions. I think, if we're going to get political,
What do you mean?
I think percentage-wise, there's definitely more black people that are racist than white people. But there's still a
What
lot
do
of
you
white,
mean
there's
by
still a
that?
lot of white people. I think everybody's racist, to be fair.
Yeah.
And so let's just start there.
Everybody's at least racial. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think there's a
Black-
difference between being racist and just racial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't buy that whole black people can't be racist thing. I'd be like,
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, like I don't.
But you think it's more niggas that are racist than white people?
Percentage wise, I think it might be really close.
Why? Because if it's really
Nah.
close and they have like 100 million more people or 200 million more
No,
people,
but
than
you're
us,
talking-
that means we're really racist.
Yeah, but you're talking just volume. I'm talking percentage though, percentage wise only. Obviously, they're gonna.
Oh, percentage of the
even if both of our
demographic.
percentages are 14%, they'll always have the higher number because there's more of them. But I'm talking percentage wise though.
There's just more, and you want to know why? It's still a lot of older black people that like they're still, you know, bowing down to the white man. You get what I'm saying? Like they still a lot of
Nah,
Or and the opposite. There's still
it's the
some black
opposite,
dudes
yeah,
that
it's the
still don't
opposite.
go to the doctor
I know
because of
some-
this.
Yeah.
I know some rowdy niggas
Yeah.
that hate white people.
Yeah, but what I was gonna
Think
say
my mom
is
was
a
one.
lot of our racism comes off the backs of being the victim of racism.
being the victim.
Yeah, there's at least a great reason for it. You know what I'm saying?
But I was also gonna say I think we're more aware of racism. There's a lot of white people who don't
That's
even
very
know
true
that.
as well.
There's a lot of white people who don't even know that they're racist or prejudiced. There's a lot more
Prejudice is
prejudiced
a
white
better
people
word,
too.
too.
Yeah.
So like white
Everybody's
people like,
prejudiced.
you've all had the
racism
white
is
guy,
prejudice.
but
It's
you've
its
all-
own race.
No, it's different though. You've
And no, it's literally
No, it's
when you
different.
Google
No.
the definition of
Don't,
racism.
please don't, because I've argued this before, and he's not gonna
Bro,
like.
Because you're wrong. Google racism. Racism is prejudice.
No,
It's prejudice based on your skin color.
it's not that because racism has like an intent of like harm and it has more intent behind
No,
it.
it's prejudice
Let's not
on your.
even, look, that's besides the point I'm trying to say.
Olay is screaming right now.
Right now, yeah, she is
Oh my
screaming.
God,
She's
At who?
screaming. Yeah, she's screaming.
At us. She's losing her
everybody.
mind.
Everybody.
I
Yeah, for
know
sure.
she is.
For sure.
She hates this moment right
For
now.
sure.
Go ahead,
For
continue.
sure. What I'm saying though is we all have had the white person ask us some black shit because they like not ask us some black shit, but ask it
I
in
know
a
what you
way
mean.
where it's like they're trying to be cool because they don't think they're racist, but they're trying to be cool with you, but they don't know that what they're doing is coming off racist. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know how to speak to a black person because they don't even know. Like I had a girl when I was in fucking where was I just now?
Where were you?
Florida.
Nigga, you was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Florida. I was talking about. I forgot.
Yeah.
She was asking me questions
You had
about.
a girl in Florida?
Well, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
And you over here talking about white
do
dudes.
that. What?
He's really trying to hurt you. Racism.
This nigga did that and looked at Jay.
I didn't look at him. I was like, you got some bitch in Florida, huh?
He was trying to lob it up.
That's yours. That's yours.
That's crazy.
He said, look,
That's
she
crazy.
I was gonna be like,
I get my own buckets.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
I was at a local pub mingling with the locals with the homie, okay?
That's
And
even
it's-
worse.
No, it's not.
Local
She already know. I
pub.
told her about that.
oh my God.
So I'm out
that's
there at a local
hilarious.
spot mingling, and this white girl, like, we having a discussion, and she asking me, like, do black people experience racism? She literally asked me that.
Oh, that's
And
crazy.
you
And
think
I'm
that's
like-
racist?
No, what I'm saying is the way
That's
she's
just-
come.
Yeah, that's just crazy
It's
to ask somebody.
crazy to ask, but the way she's like talking about this and having this conversation with me, she thinks it's like regular or open, but it's like it just shows
Which
how
it
much
is.
you don't. Well, not exactly. The way they came off, not exactly, but it's like you don't realize that you are indeed a little bit prejudiced yourself because that's not just the conversation. You don't know the conversation we had outside.
Let me
of
tell
that.
my story.
Go ahead though.
I'm at a little like after party dinner. Shout out Owie. The nigga had like an art show. We went to a pizza
I
spot
remember
right
that.
after.
Oh wait, pizza spot. Never
And
mind.
that wasn't a good question. It was a fair
but-
question that she proposed, but
I'm
there's more
chilling.
behind it. Go ahead,
But to the same like emotion of like this is rude, and I'm thinking like, oh, I didn't know that. I'm chilling with this. We had a table. It's some bitches. It's a light skinned woman and an Asian friend, right? So mind you, it's a bunch of the homies. We chilling, we laughing, we eating pizza that's not being paid for. So, and I'm chilling, and for some reason I see like, you know, the light skinned bitch, she got like a little attitude or something. Like, not like an attitude, but it's like she's
Disgruntled.
not here
Something's going
for the
on.
same reasons why we're all here.
Right.
So I go up to her, I'm like, I'm just trying to start some conversation and shit. I'm like, yeah, so you know, like, you know, you mulatto and shit. Like I said something, like that. I said something like that. I thought it was funny. I forgot what I said. The shit was hilarious though. But she was like, that is rude. And I'm like, really? Like mulatto? That's rude. And she's like, yeah, that's very rude. Like that's
It's
derogatory.
literally a slur.
But
Yeah.
but in my
And he
head,
knows that.
no, I didn't. Because genuinely, I'm like,
Oh, I'm thinking about that all the time.
because like, shit, mulatto, like it's.
I didn't explain it right. She said it like this. She said, "Do black people really experience racism though?"
Oh,
Like
that-
That's
that's
what it
racist.
was. So it's like she's on the side.
But that you
it's a
can't
different question.
fault-
So that's how she was.
You can't fault the ignorant for being ignorant.
Right, but the people who a little bit. But the people who do shit like that, who don't understand that they're a part of it, you know what I'm
But
saying?
you have to
And sometimes-
understand what just happened. A white bitch who's clueless, which is the exact like this is your moment.
This is the
This
archetype.
is your moment for you to like possibly save
educate this white
to
bitch.
possibly
and I
to
did.
possibly
And I did.
save a lineage
And I did.
of a whole white
Bitch, you know why we
lineage.
have February?
Nigga, I did. We educated. We went down the rabbit
course.
hole. Well,
But
I went down the rabbit hole,
But
shorty. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, I
But
did.
that's a part of the problem to where like if a million more of those conversations happen,
Yeah.
shit could be better.
I went down the rabbit hole with it.
But we can't shame them niggas for having that kind of conversation.
Or white bitches being that stupid. But you know, that was just
Yeah.
But yeah. So,
Like, what do you know
but
about
long
the
story-
Mexican experience? Nothing. And if you ask them, they can treat you like you're
But
stupid
I'm
or
not gonna
like
ask
you
it
out of
like
touch.
that though.
prejudice
I'm not gonna
against
ask it.
There's a
like
way to ask everything.
Prejudice
but
and racism. That's what I'm saying. So overall, percentage wise, I don't know who is more racist, but I will say I think white people, legitimately
just by default.
by default, are a little bit more prejudiced.
I think it's more even than we think it is. That's
But I
all
say,
It's
but I
more
say that
even than
because
we
I
think
don't
it
think
is.
white people know as much about black people as black people know about white people. So therefore, they come off a little more prejudiced.
Bro, I think it's honestly the same both
It might
ways.
be. It
I
might
feel
be.
like we both have the same level of
Might be.
stereotypes and misconceptions and biases about each
As
other.
humans,
sure,
we
it's
have
really
that.
it's vice versa.
As humans, we
Yeah.
have that though. As humans, we have that
Yeah,
all
so-
across the board,
Yeah.
through cultures and everything. That's true.
I don't know. Cause like I don't know, man.
It's all good, man. We
it's
got a
there.
spirited conversation out of it. Olay will be in the DMs cursing niggas out. Talk about niggas can't be racist. I'm waiting for it.
She believes black people can't be racist. You might.
I'm not
if it
100%
wasn't 1 a.m.,
I'm-
we would had to call.
I'm not
her.
100% sure, but
Black people can't be racist.
we'll hear. We will hear. We'll hear. All right, let's get into these
It's a bad premise.